Okay, one recap. Again, with a couple of hours left, but we've got all the stars basically that we can get. We're gonna get 3 more. 3-star 5, 9, and yeah, 13. Those are gonna be 3-stars in the last couple of hours. Got plenty of good attacks left, and the enemy is not gonna catch up with us anyway. I'm missing out a lot there. So, I had a question for Town Hall 9 cleanup attacks. Friendly clan said we're having a couple of problems with them. Can you show us a couple of attacks? And yeah, I'm going to show you the highest 3 Town Hall 9s that we took. And this is the highest out there for this war. And if you start looking at this base, there's a couple of things that are interesting. These are the grounds. These are very close together. Queen here as well. So a lot of anti-air stuff you can take out very easily if you send your kill team in through here. And once you've done that, the remaining air depth here is what you have to worry about. But the interesting thing, the other air things are pretty nicely separated. These are basically there for each other's support. But if you take out some of the air depth here, the first thing you do is send a hound from this direction to that air depth. It's going to distract this one if it still exists, so you can do surgical loons in them, 2 or 3 loons, 3 or 4 loons on each of them. And this lone archer tower is going to be toast then as well. And you've got a good air attack in the making, depending on where the Teslas are, because this 3-star I'm going to show you is not a cleanup. It's going to be the first attack on this base, and it was hit right away. So let's have a look and see how this plays out. Poison is to slow down the queen. That's always a good move. Let her take. Makes it very easy to take her out because she's shooting far slower. The wall breakers, well, that was a bit of bad luck because they're going into another compartment than the attacker probably hoped for. I don't know if Fish had planned it that way or. But the effect is the same because, as you can see, one of the air defenses is already gone. The second one is now gone. Surgical at the bottom, that's to pull the CC. Turns out to be the worst possible for the queen there, those 2 loons. A lot of poison taking them out. So the queen is probably not going to survive this. Especially since the X-bows are onto her as well. She used ability and she's gone. There goes the hound on the left and hound on the bottom. The hound on the left is distracting everything out there. Surgical taking out the Wish Tower onto the Archer Tower. And all the Teslas in the core, they can be a problem at this stage in the attack. Let's see how it turns out. This tower is splash damage, so that's a risk there. There were enough of them, and the arm was there as well. It's cleanup time, game over. Speed it up a little bit. Very nice execution. Alright, next one on the list, going down from 7 is of course 8. No surprise there. Let's have a look at this base. And this one is interesting in a way that all the heavy hitters, which is the Queen, Clan Castle, 2 X-bows, they're all here. So if there's a way you can open that up to a Valk squad, then you're probably going to take out most of the base, most of the heavy hitters of the base. So the obvious place would be to Quake on any side of the town hall around here or around here. And which one you take depends a bit on your preferences and the way you think you can use hogs on the back end. And in this case, it's probably best to go in through the top because all these defenses take up a lot of space on the bottom end, but they're not doing anything if you do a ground attack, which is what you're going to do. So, well, that's basically what the another thing there is that the clan castle, you want to pull that probably early. Let's see how Titus did it. Let me pause there for a second because you can usually can use jumps to get to the core, and the decision whether to use a jump spell or quakes, like in this case, is basically given by the question: how many extra does the quake location give you if you do a jump on this one? I mean, this one's probably it's gonna open this wall here, and this entire bit here. So it opens up everything from here, and that's more than you can open with quakes than you can do with a jump spell. So in this case, the quake spell is the right choice. There's a little problem there with the compartment that the cannon was in, because that's where the wall breakers went. The valves are strong enough to take care of their own walls. And from this point on, it's again just clean up. A bit of bacon there, but there's so many valves left, it doesn't matter. Just put that up a bit. There we go. And then the third and last one is on one we haven't 3-starred yet, so we still have to clean it up. And let's have a look. And on this base, he's going to use the Giant Healer Bowler combo with a bit of hogs at the back end to clean up. And I've seen a lot of people use bowlers without giants, and that's really not a smart idea because the giants do a lot of tanking. They're going to stay up front, especially if the bowlers are just behind them, killing everything in their path. And the bowlers are not that high hit point troops, so you really need a tank in front of them if you want to have good effective use out of them. Even if you're doing a mass bowler, it's a pretty smart thing to drop a bunch of giants in front of them as well. Giants are fairly small in housing space compared to a lot of the heavy hitters. They're excellently suited for that. So let's have a look at how Blonde is doing for this one. Because as you can see here, that the Clan Castle Dragon is now dead, but your bowlers are still alive. Had your bowlers been up front, especially with a splash damage troop as the dragon, they would have been gone. And even the giants are still there. They got a couple of healers on them, they're going to be fine. And here you can also see why we haven't 3-starred this yet, because there's just a little bit too much hit points. Defense is over to have the king do that on its own, even with the wizards in the backup. Also note the backup wizards for the corner huts. Don't forget those, or you're gonna run into a lot of 99% attacks. A single healer just cannot keep up with the X-Power here. A pity, because this was a very good attack and really deserved to be a 3-star, but it wasn't. So that's 3 nice high tunnel mine attacks for this recap. There were a couple of very nice attacks elsewhere up the list. If there's a request for them from the clan, I'll probably do a recap with 1 or 2 attacks of them. Because after all, there's still 3.5 hours left in war. So until then, I'll see you.